right, so I just got done doing some tie-dye over here at the kitchen counter, and I was doing tie-dye over here at the sink, but I just didn't have enough room, so I was creating quite a mess. But this is what I've been doing as my new hobby. I got three shirts done, and the shirts got to sit for 24 hours. So tomorrow we'll be able to look at them and see how they come out. Yeah, so that is Retired Granny's new hobby of tie-dyeing, and I've got all these different rubber bands and stuff because I've been buying a lot of dyes, and some of the rubber bands are so old that they just break when you go to stretch. And then some of them, like this, are so small you can hardly wrap it around anything. But today I happened upon these here, and these are perfect. They have a great big stretch to them. Look how big the rubber band is. I don't know where these came from. They had to have been in one of the kits that I bought, because these are like for baby clothes. Might be able to do some little t-shirts with these. I'm gonna hold on to them. And I also got desperate and tried some string the last time I tie-dyed, and that was no good. So I'm gonna sort through these rubber bands, and I went through, these are all the paints that I went through today. So I did 4 shirts, and I used up all of this paint, lavender and blue. And these are paints that I didn't even have to get to. I have a palette of paint, a color that I like working with. So that's my little secret. So another day of doing some tie-dye shirts, and you haven't seen very many shirts, but tomorrow I'm going to show you some shirts. And tomorrow I'm going to get my COVID shot in the morning. So I'm excited and nervous about that at the same time. Isaiah's gone for drill for 7 to 12 days. We're not sure how many days he's going to be exactly gone. He left this morning at 5:30. So the house is pretty quiet. It's just me and your dad here making a mess. There's your dad. There's Jeff. Mr. C, Mr. Clark, whatever you want to call him. There's Isaiah's stuff that he left there, and it'll sit there until he gets home. However long that is. Extra stuff, I guess. All right, so we're home alone, and Mr. C is working on his project, and I'm working on my project. And we're just 2 retired people doing whatever we want to do, right?
Right.
We're just doing retiree stuff. All right, goodbye. I'll show you my shirts tomorrow. Okay, goodbye. Lucy's made herself right at home inside her tunnel that she's dug over there. Look at her. Oh gosh, she's all the dirt. We're laying in that dirt. That's a nice, cool area for laying, isn't it, Lucy? Wow. You've just dug out yourself a little den over there, didn't you, Lucy? Good girl. Good girl, Lucy. Gootsy, gootsy, gootsy. Good girl, Lucy. Gootsy, gootsy. What's the matter? What's the matter with you? What's the matter with you? Oh, Miss Kitty. Come here, Miss Kitty. Huh? Come here with Miss Kitty. Huh? Silly cat. There goes Ricky. Ricky's going to fall in the tunnel. There he goes. So spring has sprung. It is officially spring anyway. Saturday, I think, was the first day of spring. but I wanted to come out here and show all of my bulbs. Oh, Ricky just ran around the corner like a wild dog. All of the bulbs that I planted when the weather started getting cold are starting to pop up. There's a whole bunch of baby ones right there. I don't exactly know what all of them are. I planted 3 different kinds. I know that there's tulips, which these are probably the tulips, and daffodils, and the third one is something that is escaping me right now. What the hell is Ricky doing? He heard Sophia come in. He heard Sophia come. But he missed her. So this is my garden that I'm going to have to weed out. We've got some nice days coming. The winter was really harsh on this garden over here. All kinds of corn stalks got blown in. All that needs to be cleaned out. My angels are all upside down over there. So I really got my work cut out for me. Come out here and clean this up. What are you doing, Kale? Huh? What are you doing, Kale? That's a stepping stone that I made when I took a stepping stone class at Jeep. It was before the boys were born, sometime before 1998. That's how long that stepping stone, that's how long that stepping stone has been around. It's been around a long time, over 20 years. And yeah, so I got a lot to clean up out here. We're supposed to have some really nice weather this week, like 3 or 4 days of 70-degree weather. There's Lucy. I was brushing her until she started chasing her tail. Once she starts chasing her tail, there's no stopping her, right? Are you done, Lucy? Huh? Are you done? Shall I finish brushing you now? She's shedding a lot. This is about the 3rd time I've cleaned the brush out today. And she can't get in to the groomers until April 1st. So she is really gonna be ready for a groom when she goes. She went through her first heat. She went through the first winter in and out. The wet season. Her pantaloons are all messed up. Those are her pantaloons back here. I had to cut some of them down. They were out of control. Her feet are starting to look like Grinch feet again. All that needs to be trimmed down. Look at that sunset. We already had dinner. We had spaghetti and meatballs. It's really good. This is part of the breed. They like to dig, so that's what she's doing. Lucy's getting her summer home ready. She's digging out a spot for her to come out and lay when she gets too hot. Anybody else is Pyrenees getting their summer home ready? This side over here didn't work for some reason. She switched to this side over here and it's coming along. I think she's got it just about where she wants it. Wow, Lucy, you're really working hard, aren't you? Wow, it just ain't quite there yet, is it? It's got to be wider, I think. Wider and longer, yeah. Just like your body. Keep going, girl. You got it. You almost got it. Almost there. Lord have mercy. Oh, Lord have mercy. She's flinging that dirt all over the place. Watch out, kitty cat, because she'll cover you with the dirt, too. I don't know. Doing good, girl. Oh, she's making it wider. It's not wide enough. There we go. There we go. Good girl, Lucy. You're doing a good job. Good job, Lucy. You're doing a good job. Take a little break. Take a little break and drink some water.